excited, having amazing results with our rewards portal, and especially the travel portal more than anything. That's the coolest thing about what's going on right now, is that people are loving the travel portal. We've got people that have saved hundreds of dollars. No kidding, hundreds of dollars. It's fascinating. We have somebody that joined, and they had already booked some travel previously, and they checked it out. On the first day they joined our network, and they went in and they took a look, and they were able to save, I think it was $50 a night, something like that, over $150 for a 3-night stay at a hotel, and they were just ecstatic. They were so happy because they were able to save that much money. They thought, wow, we just paid $38 and we were able to save $150. This is a no-brainer, right? And so, guys, we have something that's real, right? We have something that, and it's just the beginning. That's the whole point. We have one product, okay? One product right now that's basically working, and it's our reward center with our wholesale travel, and it's already working. On day 2 of doing this, or day 3, whatever it was, I was able to save $8 at Pizza Pie Cafe, because we got a 2-for-1 on the buffet. Awesome, right? Okay, saving $8. Hey, that's cool, right? Plus tax or whatever, right? And I've got a video. I'm going to post that here in a little bit. But yeah, it's happening. We got people saving money all across the world thanks to our product. Okay, our product works. It's awesome. We have a functioning back office. We have people getting paid commissions, and people can join the business. It's working. Now, obviously there's still a few things, little tweaks they got to do on some of the stuff. There's going to be more and more things added to our rewards portal, our discount portal. It's just going to get better and better all the time. We know that we've got international flights coming. We know that we've got a way, and I don't know exactly when, probably about another 30 days down the road or so, where we will be able to invite other businesses to participate, right? To add their own offers into the reward center so that we can build that up. Right now, there's over 300,000. I'm sure that as soon as we launch this, the new way to add other businesses, it's going to get to millions almost instantly, right? It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome because there's so much interest. I mean, that's the number one question I get all the time is how do I add my business? How I know somebody, I know a business owner that wants to add their company on here and offer some kind of a discount or benefit. So yeah, it's going to go crazy. All the businesses that want to participate and give us a good deal, right? So it's going to get fun real fast. As our president, Richard Smith, likes to say, the bigger it gets, the better it gets, right? Because, the more people we add, the more businesses we bring in, it's just going to get better and better. So we're excited. I'm excited. I've never seen anything this simple in over 20 years of experience of doing this kind of thing. Just for those that don't know my background, I've been doing this for a long time. And people might say, well, if you've been doing it for so long, how come, you're not a millionaire already? And I'll just be straight up. The reason is because, unfortunately, in traditional network marketing, right, you have all these obstacles. You have a ton of obstacles that you got to overcome. Price point. Right, number one, that's the number one thing is they're always $150 a month or so, right? And so people quit. That's the problem. That is the number one problem you have in traditional network marketing is that you have to constantly be doing it, right, to be able to stay ahead. Or the other thing that happens is that, maybe you get lucky and you get, some builders and you start going and everything. And so, and obviously if you're doing personal development, you're being a leader, you can teach people how to be successful and all that. Yeah, you're going to attract a crowd, right? You got to figure out, how you're going to have a whole bunch of people that follow you, right? That trust you, that like you and believe in you. And so, yeah, certain individuals will get to that point and they can just go from company to company, right? And so what happens is these companies, they say, oh, you're a big leader. You've got 100,000 people that you can bring over. Great. We'll pay you to do that, right? So they give them a big giant bonus, or they give them something, right, to bring them over, or they say, hey, we're going to put you up at the top of the tree and place all these people under you, and and all that. There's all this manipulation that happens, and so it's not fair. It's really not fair. Because just because you have a reputation, you have a name, you have a group of people that follow you, all of a sudden you can require, you can demand that the company do certain things, right? And it's not exactly fair, right? It's not. So that's why, right? That's why if people ask you, oh, well, how come you've been doing that for 20 years but you're not a millionaire yet? Well, it's because it's not that easy, right? If you're honest, right, if you have any kind of integrity at all, then you realize that those kind of things they don't sit well. And so you want honest work for honest pay, and if you're doing it that way, then it's kind of hard to maintain it, because you have attrition, you have people quitting, and yeah. So that's why I love rNetwork, because we have something that the cost of entrance is super affordable. Okay, it's something that you can join. $30 one time, $30 for your membership, for your enrollment. Okay, $30. That's it. $30 one time, not even annual. It's just a one-time $30 to join, and then $38 a month. $38 a month. Easy, right? I mean, that I went to Golden Corral last night, right, on date night with my wife, and it ended up being it was probably around 45-ish, right, after tip, right? Okay, I spent that on a date night, okay, and what I get? I got to, it was good, right? It was delicious, and we had a good time and all that, and it was worth it, right? Yeah, I was happy to pay that much, go on a date with my wife, and enjoy good food and everything. Okay, so $38, right? $38. What am I getting, right? Am I getting a juicy steak and all I can eat buffet style thing, or am I getting a home-based business that I can use to accelerate my income, right? And not only that, it also allows me to be in that top percent of people that actually gets to write off expenditures, right, as a business. Okay, because that's the other thing we have to really consider. People, if people question you and say, "Oh, well, $38 a month, that seems pricey," right? Well, it's only pricey if you don't use it. Okay, it's only pricey if you don't educate yourself and understand that if you aren't taking advantage of having a home-based business, then you're getting eaten alive on taxes. If you don't know that or not, but just an example, I have the guys I work with who he's never understood, right, that as a business owner you can do what's called a Schedule C, and you can actually do deductions for all your business expenses and reduce your tax liability, right? And so this last tax season a few months ago, I was all excited. I was like, "Oh, I'm doing my taxes right now, right at the beginning of the year, because I know I'm getting a refund," right? Whereas he was stressing out, and he was like trying to push it off all the way till April 15th, because he was thinking, "Oh, I'm going to owe," and I'm like, we're the same kind of thing. We're doing the same kind of stuff, IT stuff and everything, similar kind of salary. Why is it that I'm getting a refund and he's having to pay? And I'm actually doing, rNetwork on the side and making more money, and yet I'm still going to get a refund and he's not. Why? Well, tell you why. It's because I know. I've read the book by Sandy Botkin called "Reduce Your Taxes Big Time." And he says in there on the cover, if you would have to be brain dead to not have a home-based business. Brain dead to not have a home-based business, right? Sandy Botkin, he's a former IRS auditor, right? And he wrote this book. Go find it. Go look it up, okay? And he'll tell you all the benefits of why you should have a home-based business. And you can have a home-based business now for $30 one time, $38 a month, write that off. That $38 a month is a business expense. You can go and deduct that on your taxes. You're paying for your cell phone. If you're using your cell phone for your business, you get to write that off. You're driving, right? You get to drive to different meetings, maybe do a lunch appointment with somebody, right? Mileage, all that mileage when you're driving to do business stuff for your rNetwork business, you get to write that off. Okay, so reduce your taxes big time. Get yourself a bigger, tax refund at the end of the year or the beginning of the year, I guess, just by having a home-based business. Right? When people look at this and they go, "Oh, well, that's network marketing. That's I hate that stuff." Well, you know what? I tell them, I ask them, I say, "What do you hate more? Do you hate MLM more, or do you hate paying taxes more?" And then they're like, "Oh, yeah, I hate paying taxes." Okay. And then they're like, "All right, well, tell me more about it." Right? So here's the thing: $38 a month, reduce your taxes, okay, and you're getting value on top of that, because with our product, just the first product that we have right now, the rewards portal, right, it's saving people at least $50 a month, if not more. If they're using the travel side, could be hundreds. Okay, so the product is worth it, right? Saving money, right? Getting a 2-for-1 at Pizza Pie Cafe, getting 20% off at Denny's, right? Or let's say there's not that many places that are doing offers right now where you live. It's okay, right? Save up your points until there is, okay, right? Because those points accumulate, and so now you got 10,000 next month, or 15,000 the next month, and then you can start using them as it builds, as there's more discounts, or when it's time to go travel or whatever, right? The product is worth it. Okay, much more valuable than a night out at Golden Corral. All right, definitely much more valuable. And the worst case scenario, if you can't even use anything in the travel portal or the discounts yet, okay, at least you're getting a tax write-off. Right? At least you're able to write off all those things on your taxes at the very least, right? $38 a month. So worth it. All right. It's so worth it, guys. It really is. So yeah, it's amazing. And then on top of that, we know that this is a business. This is a business. Okay. You have a home-based business. So $38 overhead to have your own home-based business, that's super reasonable. I mean, just think about it for a second, right? And you're getting the savings, and then on top of that, they're throwing in this whole 3 and it's me, free 3 and me bonus, right? Where if you can get 3 people to do the business with you, you now break even. You now are making more than you would have to spend. Your business is now in profit. Okay, it's so awesome. Right? So unlike any other business I've ever done, other businesses I've done, I would get my first couple of checks and they'd be like, $15, $20 or whatever. And yet here I am, I'm spending, right? I got to go do my auto ship. I got to go figure out what I'm going to buy this month so that, I'm qualified, right? And so I'm spending $80, $100 every single month on whatever, so I could make $20 in commissions. Right. And it's psychological. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I don't want to miss out on my next check. Right. And so I'm going to go spend this money, stuff I probably don't need. It's crazy. But here with $38 a month, that's it. 3 people, that's it. 3 people in my business with me. I'm now making more than I'm spending. It's tax deductible. I'm getting the savings in my portal. Holy cow. How simple is that? How simple is that? This is like the most simple thing you could ever do, okay, to change completely your lifestyle and how you're making money. I mean, it's just like Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you're dead. So this is the absolute number one easiest way to start that process of making money while you sleep. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to go over the latest and greatest presentation today with all the latest information so that you guys can know how this works. Now starting for the month of July. All right, welcome everybody to today's presentation on behalf of Kaizen Network International Team. My name is Jeremy Jenkins, and as always, it's a pleasure to be able to share with you what's going on with Kaizen Network and why we're so excited about this new opportunity that we're going to present to you today, all about our network and what it has to do with changing our lifestyle and changing our possibilities, right? So the question then is it time for a better way? Isn't there an easier way to change what we're doing, what we're dealing with? You know, the thing the world we live in today, it's so frustrating because, a lot of people are suffering, right? A lot of people are really struggling. They've done a lot of studies and surveys. There's kind of two of them that I want to mention that are that really affected me when I heard about them. The first one had to do with just people that, because they don't have a lot of money, because they're not making a lot of money, so both parents have to work, and so they're working a second job, and so the kids, they don't have that time together as a family. The parents can't help with homework, or the kids are just kind of on their own doing whatever, and so they struggle with school, or they get into trouble, right? Because there's not as much parental supervision and stuff. It's stressful, right? So in a family situation, not having enough money can really affect things. It also affects health, right? Not having enough money, what does it do? It makes it so that people make bad decisions on what they're eating, right? And you don't have time to exercise. You don't have time to, go out and be in the fresh air, right? You do quick, fast food type of things. And it's just a vicious cycle where, because you don't have enough time, you're eating poorly, and of course then you don't feel as good, so you don't have as much energy and it's terrible, right? So that's the first side, is that having enough money really can affect everything. It can affect your health. It can affect your sanity. It's the stress, right? Because you're so stressed out having to work 2 jobs or whatever, and it just can affect in so many ways what's going on, and it can cause a downward spiral, right, when you don't have enough money. But on the other hand, there was another study that showed that those that do actually, anyone making $70,000 a year or more, that having more money didn't really help, right, with their level of happiness. And people making $70,000 a year or more really, they all kind of, on the survey they did, the study, they all reported pretty much the same levels of happiness, right? So there's a certain point where, you don't have to make millions. I mean, it's nice, right? It'd be nice to make millions of dollars. Who wouldn't want that? But really, our job, what we want to do is just get to that point where we can now be happy, where we can have time freedom, where we can spend more time with our family or friends or loved ones or whatever, where we can actually have more free time to do the things that we enjoy, and really change our lifestyles and to start giving back, right? To be able to if we want to do some charity or give donations or whatever it is we want to do to help make the world a better place. Right? You get to a certain point. So that's why finance is so important. And of course, we obviously don't want to focus on, hey, get rich quick and all those things and look like we're a scam or any of that thing. But definitely there's a better way, right? There's a better way for people to find joy and happiness in life. And it has to do with increasing your income, right? And finding a way to have assets and money coming in, even while you're sleeping, even when you're, on vacation or whatever, so that you can be less stressed, right? And be able to have more time to do things that you really want to. So what is that better way? What are we talking about, right? And traditionally, what we're dealing with, we're talking about network marketing, right? Having a home-based business. Why? Because we don't want to have to go get a second job. We don't want to have to ask our boss for a raise, right? We don't want to have to do some of these other things that are uncomfortable. right? Having a home-based business, it has so many perks, all right? And yes, it does require getting out of your comfort zone and talking to some people, right? That it does. But you know what? If you have something to talk about, it shouldn't be hard, right? Because we are gossipers by nature, right? We love to share it with our friends and our family. That's not uncomfortable. As long as it's something that that we really like and we're excited about, it shouldn't be hard, right? So if we go see a movie that we like, it's really easy to go tell people about how fun that movie was, right? Or if we go to a restaurant that has really good food, it's really easy to tell our friends, that, hey, we went to this restaurant and the food's really good, right? So that's what we're talking about, is that this is not selling. We don't have to sell anything. We don't have to ask people to give up huge amounts of money. We just have to talk about our experience and how much fun we're having and how much we're taking advantage of the opportunity, and away we go. Okay, so time for a better way. Why? How does that work? Well, with rNetwork, this is what we've got. We've got an opportunity to join with a whole network of dreamers, achievers, visionaries, people who understand that by connecting with others, working on a team, we all become more. Okay, so we have something called the Rev Card. We're going to talk about here in a minute, that simplifies our purchases with next generation payment solution. Super amazing. Real partnerships where we can shop and save with affiliate partners strategically chosen for rNetwork. We can have perks, right? Bonus rewards, benefits, special access to products simply for joining in. There's rush deals, things, exclusive flash deals that could hit the site at any time, and a reward center where we can save with free offers, coupons, activities, discounts, and wholesale travel. There's so many benefits and perks to being part of our network, right? That's the idea, is that we team up and we provide value to everyone that we have a relationship with. And when we do that, we can also earn a little bit of money, a little bit of commission by just spreading the word. Okay. Now, here are the creators. We've got Roger Taylor, Trent Walker, Richard Smith, Kevin Wiscombe, and Troy Mulestein. The five of them got together. They've got amazing history, amazing background. Roger, he's an expert in marketing. He worked at NASCAR for a while, just a huge background in that kind of thing. Trent Walker, he worked the first time over at Google, then he went over to Facebook for a bit, and then he went and started his own company called NetChain Squared, and was able to sell that off for a lot of money. And he has so much experience when it comes to finance and technology. We call it fintech, right? He is, amazing gentleman. Then we have Richard Smith, who's the president of rNetwork, and his whole purpose is what we would call compensation plan and marketing, and building out it's network marketing, but it's so much more than that, right? It's something that is really going to change people's lives forever, and he's making it simple for the average person to be able to participate. We have Kevin Wiscombe, who's got years and years and years of experience in real estate and finance and banking and all that kind of thing. And then we've got Troy Mulestein, who is an expert when it comes to operations and systems and making sure that the platforms work correctly so that we can all take advantage of the amazing products and services. And of course, if we're doing this as a business, be able to earn our commissions and have customer support and all of that. So the five creators, decades of experience, they've come together to create, in my opinion, a perfect opportunity for changing your lifestyle. Okay, so here's the office. This is in Provo, Utah. You can see it's got a really cool training room. They've got what they call the Founders Lounge, where the members can go and do meetings and talk and do presentations and all that kind of thing. And then behind them, right there in the back, you've got a golf course, right? That's the East Bay Golf Course, and we're excited because every time we go to the office now, we get a chance. We can say, hey, when are we going golfing? So that's really fun. our network is open in over 80 countries. Okay, so you can see, obviously Canada, United States, we got all Latin America, pretty much Eastern Europe, European Union, the Caribbean area, Asia, and other miscellaneous countries, right? All the way down to the Vatican. It's amazing. It's all over the place. All right, our network. So that's really cool because, in my experience, most companies don't do that. They don't let you participate, in more than maybe 4 or 5 countries at the very beginning, and then it takes them years to get into other countries. So our network, this quick, getting into 80 plus countries is awesome, right? Okay. Now, the first product that I was talking about is this rewards portal. What it does for anyone who wants to participate is allow you to get huge discounts on hotels. Later, they're going to have international flights and other benefits, right? And the coolest thing is that you have a low rate guarantee. You can see there, it says it's guaranteed to be the lowest price or lowest rate. And if not, if you find something lower, then they will either refund the difference or let you cancel without penalty. Okay, so they're that sure about how good the travel savings are, and we've seen it. I mean, we've seen people saving hundreds of dollars on their travel already. Okay, we just started this a week ago. The other thing that you get is offers from over 300,000 merchants. Papa John's, Denny's. I was able to go to one called Pizza Pie Cafe, and saved about $8-9 on a buffet because we got a 2-for-1 coupon there because of the rewards portal. So tons of testimonials, tons of people taking advantage of this, saving money, and it's just awesome. Okay, it's working, and it's only going to get better because this 300,000 merchants, it's going to increase. We're going to open it up so that people can recommend other businesses and other opportunities other companies that want to join and participate, and it will become millions of merchants over the next year or two. It's going to be really fun. So our rewards portal, amazing. It's super valuable. A lot of people have a great experience with that already. The next product that we're going to get is an FDIC insured bank account. Now, this is coming from a bank that's already been operating for years. This is not a brand new bank that just started. No, this is an existing bank. It's been going on for years. They're just rebranding, right? And so we're going to have a Rev account. That's what we call it. So that is the bank account. It's going to be a new decentralized way to bank. It's going to be one of the largest online banks ever, okay? They're adding new services, right? Getting ready for major expansion. And we'll be able to access it through an app on our phone or through a web browser on your computer. It's going to allow for person-to-person transfers from account to account instantly. Has all the typical banking services like checking, bill pay, debit card, loans, mortgages, etc. Right? Now, this is coming a little bit later this year. Hopefully, we're going to start registration for that in the month of July, and then we should hopefully get the account possibly August, September timeframe. Just kind of depends. They're still finalizing some things, but that's going to be huge value, right? It's allowing people to have all banking services. I know a lot of people, especially internationally, that just can't get a bank account. It's too difficult, right? It's too complicated. Places in Latin America and others where that you have to have thousands of dollars just to even open an account, right? And they can't afford it, and so they're cash based. They're a cash based society because they can't even use banking services. Well, we're going to make that possible. We're going to open it up to the world and allow everyone to have a U.S. based bank that's FDIC insured and all that, and they'll be able to use those services. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be tied to the card, right? So that's the next thing is the card itself, right? The Rev card. It will sell for $150 one time, right? So you purchase it because basically what this Rev card is a mini cell phone. Okay, it's a cell phone in the shape of a card. You can do money transfers from card to card, which is awesome. You actually store all your other cards in there, right? So if you have a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or whatever, you can actually store those inside this one card. Got gift cards or loyalty cards. All those things can be loaded in there, right? Because it's got the magnetic strip, it's got the EMB chip, it's got a biometric security where you have to have your thumb, right, thumbprint on there, or it doesn't work. Okay, so it's very secure. It's got a touch screen on it, fully PCI compliant, meaning it's got encryption and all that stuff, Bluetooth and cellular. It's got a cellular chip on it, right? So it can get to the internet. If it's ever misplaced, it will lock and erase all the data so nobody can get to it till it's returned. And once it is returned, all you got to do is just put in your PIN number to resync it, and it loads all the information back up, and it's attached to your app and your account, okay, your bank account. So amazing. This technology is going to change the way we do stuff. And so we're going to watch a little video on this right now so you can see more what we're talking about.
We're about to change your financial world. Is it cool? Yeah. Is it convenient? Absolutely. Will it change the way you live? We think so. Welcome to rNetwork's new Rev card, the best card you will ever own, the last card you'll ever need. Check out the power pack technology of the Rev card. 1.73-inch OLED touchscreen, dynamic EMV chip, biometric print reader, charging points, mic, speaker, Bluetooth antenna, same thickness as a standard card. So, what does this technology mean for you? 1. RevCard is partnered with over 300,000 businesses, from hotels to restaurants to retail stores. Names like Hilton, Marriott, Cold Stone, Domino's, Famous Footwear, Subway, and more. 2. Receive discounts with a single swipe. No need to search for coupon codes or shop for deals. RevCard recognizes where you're at and shares relevant offers. 3. Load multiple cards onto the RevCard and consolidate everything into one. Gift cards, store loyalty cards, bank cards, and more. Simply choose which card to use and complete your purchase. 4. Earn points and rewards on every transaction, then redeem at nearly 1 million merchants. 5. Protected with 4 times the security, RevCard is packed with a biometric fingerprint reader, GPS, and a cellular chip. 6. Need to split dinner or send cash to a friend? Easy enough. Instantly transfer money to any RevCard holder. 7. Pay bills, direct deposit, shop online, all on Rev. 8. Deposit or withdraw cash at over 1 million ATM locations. Now for the best part. As a charter member of rNetwork, not only will you earn rewards and discounts on your own RevCard purchases, but you'll earn every time someone in your network swipes. So don't wait. Become a charter member and start earning today.
All right, so there you have it, the amazing opportunity of the Rev card. And as it mentioned, the best part is that we get to make some money by sharing this with others, okay? So here's the question. How do we get started making money, all right? So the answer is the following. As a rNetwork charter member, you have the opportunity to promote rNetwork products and services and earn a commission based on the activity and participation of the individuals you personally invite and the activity and participation of individuals that they invite, up to 10 levels of relationship. And on top of that, you're going to get the card for only $99 instead of the $150. So huge savings on that. That's exciting. So for an only $30 one time for your registration, and then $38 per month for your charter membership, you have access to your own home-based business with all the perks mentioned earlier, plus so much more. And rNetwork makes it easy to offset the $38 per month, right? First thing, of course, is the Rev app or the Rev card, right? In the portal, rewards portal, you're going to be saving $50 per month or more just from using that. Okay, so that's amazing. Then we're going to have potential earnings of up to $30 per month or more from the Rewards Center. And finally, and this is the key point, right, is that when you invite just 3 people who become charter members on your team, you can earn enough in commissions to cover your own membership. With 3, it's better than free. Okay, so you have your own home-based business where you can absolutely change the way you live, your lifestyle, and you're already in profit with just 3 people on your team. Okay, so how does it work? Well, here's the coolest thing. The Me and 3 bonus, right? It's built around our primary method of operation, which is to enroll 3 charter members and teach them to enroll 3 more, right? And here's how it pays out. When you personally enroll your first 3 charter members within the first 30 days of your enrollment and receive your Me and 3 bonus, you're going to get $38, and that's monthly. Okay, so as soon as you do it, boom, next thing you know, next Friday, you're going to get paid that $38. On top of that, you're going to get a $30 coupon code for your Rev card purchase. So with Me and 3, it's like joining our network for free. Okay, it really is, because right, you got your $30 back from the, because the enrollment is $30, right? So you're going to get a $30 coupon code for your Rev card, and you're going to get the $38 back, boom. And then every month after that, you're going to get another $38. So basically, all you got to do is join, go get 3 in your first 30 days, and it's like you joined for free. How cool is that? That's amazing. All right. So then the next step is to go get 10 in the pen. What is that? 10 is your personal enrollment network. Okay, so that's the people you're personally bringing to the table. And the goal is to get 10. And we're going to talk about why in a second, right? Because the thing is, we are joining what we call a team building structure, TBS, and you have to unlock all 10 levels of that 3x10 team building structure to get the maximum compensation. So let's take a look at how that works. So when you join, you're going to get a position in your own 3x10 matrix, okay? This is not like the company doesn't have just one single matrix. No, every single individual that joins gets their own 3x10 team building structure. So when you join, your job is going to be then to go and invite people to fill in this structure, okay? And on level 1, there's 3 positions, right? So when you invite your first 3 people, you got your Me and 3 bonus, and now your first level is completely full. Okay, that's all that can fit on your first level. So then your second level opens up, and when the first 3 people you brought in start to invite, those people are going to go on what would be their first level, but it actually is your second level. Okay, so on your second level, you have 9 positions to fill in, right? But the good news is you don't have to do it by yourself. You have the help now of 3 other people that you brought in, right? So you can see here, person number 1 already brought in 2. The other 2 and 3 brought in 1 each. That's great. Okay, they're starting to work. They're starting to build. They want to go get their 3 and Me bonus as well. And then of course you get to help them out. You can put in a 4th and a 5th and a 6th person, right? Help them start filling in their first level, which is your second level, and so on. Then of course you're going to say, hey, I'm not done. I'm putting in a 7th and an 8th, and so on. Now the third level is opened up because level 2 is filled. So now you have 27, right? There's 27 spots on that third level, and you just want to keep working. You're going to go get your 9th and your 10th person, right? And then everyone else is doing their job too, filling it in. Everybody's happy, okay? Then, of course, that goes down 10 levels deep. So there's an 81, a 243, all the way down. The 10th level has 59,000 people on it. So you have a total now of 88,572 people in your total team building structure, all of them using the Rev card, using the discount portal, all of them having a great experience and spreading the word in over 80 plus countries. It becomes a sight to behold. But here's the thing. Maybe you're thinking, well, I'm going to join, but maybe I don't want to tell anybody about it yet. I'm going to see what happens. Well, guess what? This compensation model is not socialistic, right? It's synergistic. So what does that mean? Well, if you're thinking you're just going to sit back and relax and do nothing, right, while your leader or your sponsor starts putting people in, right, and they put in 3 people under you there, and then those start to build it out and put some people in and stuff, guess what? You don't get to earn commissions because you have to participate. You have to be an active participant in this, okay? So if you're getting what we would call spillover and, people coming in, filling in your levels and stuff, and you're thinking, oh, wow, okay, this is kind of cool. I can see that this is starting to work. I can see that there's people under me, but you're thinking at the same time, wait a sec, I'm not making any money. How come? What's going on? How come these individuals, that are underneath me in the team building structure, it's not paying me out, right? Well, the answer is because you have to do your part. What is your part? Well, you need to help out. You need to enroll somebody. Once you enroll somebody, oh, okay, now that first level opens up. Now you are eligible for commissions on the first level, okay? And then you think, but wait a second, the guy I just enrolled, he came in on my second level, right? Because the first level is already full. So second level, how come, I'm not getting paid from the stuff going on my second level? Well, it's because you need to unlock the second level by enrolling a second person. Once you have a second person, now you're eligible for commissions on level number 2. You think, okay, I get it. But what happens? Well, level number 3 now starts to build, right? People are coming in on level 3, filling in all those positions, and you're thinking to yourself, wait a second, there's a whole bunch of people there. I would like to earn commissions from all of them as well. Well, go enroll a third person, and next thing you know, now you get to earn commissions from all of the people on level 3. Okay, that's how it works. So you're doing your part. You gave spillover to this guy. You gave spillover to this guy. You gave spillover to that guy, right? You created or put team members underneath them to help them. Now they're going to earn more commissions, and by doing so, you unlocked your tiers. So now everybody wins. Right? That's why it's synergistic. So and the same thing happens all the way down 10 levels. You enroll a 4th person, level 4 opens up. Enroll 5, 5 opens up. All the way down 10 levels. When you've enrolled 10 people total, okay, it doesn't matter where they fall. You notice they're all on, within your first 3 levels here, okay? They don't have to be on the 10th level. But once you've done that, once you have personally brought to the table 10 people, you get to earn commissions on all 10 levels, 88,572 people. Amazing. Okay. All you had to do was bring 10. Okay. So let's look at exactly how this works. So here's some potential payouts, right? First thing is that we know if you went and got your first 3 personally enrolled charter members in the first 30 days, then you get to earn this $35 direct bonus. Okay, so that helps to offset your $38 monthly membership. The other thing you're going to do is you're going to get $1 per month from each active charter member in your own team building structure who is considered to be part of somebody's 3andMe bonus, including your own, right? So that's why 35 plus $1 for each of your 3, okay, that gives you 38. So now you have $38 to cover your next month's $38, okay? And then you're going to earn $2 per month from everyone else who's not part of somebody's 3andMe bonus, okay? So it'll probably be pretty evenly split. Probably about half the people on your in your whole team building structure are going to be $1 people, and probably another half are going to be $2 people, just depending on how it goes. The ratio will probably change. It'll be different for different individuals, but that's how you determine it, right? Some individuals will be $1 people, others will be $2 people, depending on if they are part of somebody's 3andMe bonus, okay? Then you're also going to earn 1% or more of all purchases using the Rev card by members or customers in your own team building structure. Okay, so they take 1% of a purchase, right? Let's assume somebody bought $100 worth of stuff, then 1% of that is $1. So they're going to take $1 of that and pay it out into the team building structure. And we'll look at that here in a second. And also 1% of all mortgage payments made by members in the TBS, right? Using the Rev account. So if you have your Rev bank account and you're paying your mortgage, 1% of that is going to go into the matrix, okay? You're also going to get a $25 one-time direct bonus per person that's a customer who enters as a customer and buys the Rev card for the $150 that, for retail customers. $25 bonus for those, and then you're going to get $1 for every Rev card purchased by a member or customer in your entire team building structure. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Well, let's say it's $10, right? So $10 divided by 10 is going to pay $1 up 10 levels. So here's an example. So if we're looking at this comp plan here, and we realize that this charter member just completed an activity which pays a $1 commission. So that activity might be a $100 purchase. Okay, so a $100 purchase activity, right? It will pay out $1 because that's 1%, right? And then they take that dollar and they divide it by 10. But how does that divide out? Well, so the person that made the purchase, right? They got a discount or they got a reward or something for making the purchase. Okay, and what happens is the computer in the system says, all right, the person right above this individual in the team building structure, we need to find out, are they active? Are they paying their subscription each month, right? The answer in this case is yes, he's active, he's paying his membership. Okay, great. So then the second question it asks is, hey, have you enrolled at least one person? Have you unlocked that first level? And the answer is yes. He's a T4, meaning he's brought in 4 people. Okay, great. Okay, we get to pay him 10 cents, which is 1/10 of that dollar, right? Then it goes to the person right above him. And it asks the same question. Are you active? Yes. Are you tier 2 qualified? Have you enrolled 2 people at least? And he's a T6, so yeah, he's enrolled 6 people. Okay, so that's great. We're going to pay him 10 cents. Then it goes to the next person up the tree. And it's going to say, hey, are you active? Yes. Have you enrolled at least 3 people? And he has. He's a T3, right? He's got his 3ME bonus. He's excited. So he's getting 10 cents from that purchase, okay? Then it goes to the next person. It says, hey, are you active? Yes. Have you actually enrolled 4 people? And you can see here, the answer is no. He's a T2. He's only enrolled 2 people. So he's going to get skipped, right? And it's going to go to the next person. It's going to say, hey, are you active? No, she hasn't paid her $38 this month, right? She has enrolled 4 people though, but guess what? She's not active. She forgot to pay. So she's going to get skipped, right? Then it's going to go to the next person and say, hey, is this person active? Yes. Has this person enrolled at least 4? Yeah, they've got 7, right? They're a T7. So, okay, pay. Great. Perfect. Then this one, active, yes. 5 or more, yes. Great, 10 cents. All the way up, gets to you, right? And then it says, hey, are you active? Of course you are. Have you enrolled at least 8 people? Well, of course you did. You already have 10. You're a rock star, right? So there you go. Now you have your 10 cents as well. So, and then it just keeps going up from there until the 10 cents runs out. Okay. So that dollar is totally used up. So that's how it pays out on anything. Right? So if it was a purchase that produced $1, if it was a $1,000 purchase, then it would produce $10, which would be $1 each person all the way up 10 levels, right? Mortgage, same thing. Okay. So it doesn't matter what it is. It just does the same thing. It takes the total amount of the commission and it divides it by 10 based on tier qualification. Okay. All right. So here's where it comes down to. This is just the simplest way to explain it. People go shopping. They save money, they pay their mortgage, and they do online activities to earn rewards, and you earn money when they do it. It's a win-win. 1% or potentially more of all purchases with the Rev card and 1% of mortgages pay into the comp plan. So literally, when somebody goes to the movies, when somebody goes out to eat, when somebody goes grocery shopping, somebody fills up their gas tank, they're using the Rev card with the Rev account, they are saving money and you are making money, period, right? As long as you are unlocking your tiers, okay? So it's as simple as that. Go get 3, go get 10, share the love, share the savings, and people will be happy and you will be happier. Okay, so here's kind of an example, right? Just the power of multiplication, right? Of duplication. If you were to invite just one person, okay, who pays their subscription or purchases with their card, whatever it is, you could earn 10 cents to $1 per day, okay, based on what they're doing, which would be maybe about $3 to $30 in monthly commissions, right, depending on how much they spend. But if you go and enroll 10 people, right, you tell 10 people how cool this is, how much money they can save, all of that, guess what? You just 10 times the potential. You could make from $30 to $300 in monthly commissions. And then if you're a leader, if you can motivate your people, help them go get 10 each, what does that do? It just 10 times is this, right? Now, next thing you know, so you've got 100 people on your team. You didn't have to get 100. You only got 10. But because you motivated them and they're excited, they went and got 10 as well. 100 people. Now you're making anywhere from $300 to $3,000 in monthly commissions. Wow. It's amazing. Okay. Very simple, inexpensive. Everybody wins. One last thing to consider, timing, right? Most people, when they join an opportunity, they're joining a company that's already been around for a while, right? They're joining when that company's in what we call stabilization, right? They've already been through formulation. They've already hit their momentum. Now they're just stable, because a lot of people, unfortunately, that's what they look for. People want something that's stable, that's been around a long time, right? They don't like risk, and so they're willing to join in something that, okay, yeah, they've been around for 10, 20 years, right? So I trust them. Well, guess what? It's always going to be slower when you do that, right? The best time, okay, the time when you will make the most money is when you join a company at the ground level, right? Because that's where fortunes are made during the critical mass and momentum stages of the company, right? So you totally want to join in the beginning. And that's where we're at right now with rNetwork. We're in this formulation stage, okay? And we probably hit critical mass after our launch in January, and that's when we'll go into momentum and millions of people will come in. So you just have to consider that, right? Yes, we are in pre-launch. Yes, we're in a startup phase, okay? But that's where the fortunes are made. It takes a little bit of risk, takes a little bit of faith to understand, right, that, yeah, I want to be in the top 2 to 3% of the company. I want to be in at the beginning. And in this case, with what we're doing with rNetwork, it's only $30 to join and $38 a month. It's not that complicated. It's not that risky, okay? Especially knowing that with the product itself, you're going to be able to save more than that. And if you're a worker and you go and get 3 in your first 30 days, you're going to make that money back anyway, right? So don't hesitate. Get in now. Now, another consideration for getting in now is you want to be a founding member, okay? rNetwork is currently in pre-launch. We just entered pre-launch last week, and we're going to be in pre-launch until January 6th of 2020, right? We're going to launch rNetwork to the world, right? Now, in a few months, around August, we're going to start doing the KYC or registration for the Rev account. But from now until January, we want to become founding members because there's going to be huge perks for those that do. Those perks are founding members will be the first ones to be able to order the card before anyone else, okay? Probably around October, okay, instead of January. Founding members are also able to participate in bank ownership, right? So there's going to be some interesting information about how to be a co-owner in the bank, in the Rev Bank, right? There's also going to be able to receive VIP status and recognition at all the corporate events. And then, of course, this is the coolest thing. Founding members are going to receive an extra 50-cent commission paid in the TBS, team building structure, from all charter member subscription in their TBS forever. Okay, so instead of just $1 or $2 per person, you're going to make $1.50 to $2.50 for all the people paying their subscription in your whole team. So how do you do it? Get 10 in the pen before January 6th. Okay, that's the goal. You got 6 months to do it. Go get 10 in the pen before January 6th, and you will be a founding member. You will get that extra 50 cents. You'll get all these other perks. So, my friends, thank you. This is going to change everything. It's going to change the way we do banking. It's going to change the way we do network marketing. It's going to change the rewards and loyalty programs of the world. Our network is going to be a sight to behold. It really is. People are going to flock to us because it's so accessible. It's so fun. People are going to love it. So please get back to the person that invited you to watch this. Have them answer your questions. Feel free to contact me. I am one of the master members of the company, and it would be my pleasure to answer any questions, help you out. But yeah, definitely get back to the person who invited you so you can join with them and start that process of changing your lifestyle, having savings, having a really cool bank account, and not only that, but having residual income that will help you to alleviate all the stresses out of your life and get you to that point where you can finally say, hey, I'm happy, and I'm at a point where I can now start giving back to the world. So with that, appreciate your time. Thanks so much, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.